Hi, this is Brad from BW Workshop, and I just thought after 2 weeks of ownership of a 8-foot round funsicle pool, I would give a true review of what a new 8-foot pool owner is going to experience. What you're going to have is it's easy setup. The pool is great. It's great for dipping in on a hot afternoon just to cool off. We don't have space for a big pool in our backyard or anything like that, so we just have it right here at the up here by the garage and right next to the house. And I know it's a little redneck, but we live in a little rural America town, and this is just the way things are in America sometimes. So, uh, that being said, you're going to become, in the first week, if you have water like our city water here, it's going to come out and your pool's going to be green. So, the first thing you're going to need is some metal out. Now, everybody's setting up a swimming pool in your area and they all have the same problem. So you're probably going to have trouble buying this. So when you order your pool, get this also. It's like 12 bucks maybe. I didn't even get to use this because it came a week after I set the pool up. And by that time, the filter already clogged itself up twice. So the first week, I already used 2 of these filters from the Funsicle pool. Uh, just because it was filtering out the metals in the water. Secondly, so yeah, this is super strength concentrated. I think I did use a little bit the day I got it, but I didn't really need it anymore. So you're gonna need that on the first day or so, and also you need to get one of those filters for the RVs that screws onto your water hose that filters the water out from your house. That will help immensely. Ours was packed away from last winter, and I couldn't find it. I just found it the other day. Anyways, so first thing you're going to want to do is get rid of your green water. Secondly, you're going to go through the 10% swimming pool water, swimming pool chlorinator. You're going to go through a lot of this if you're using liquid chlorinators. 10%. It's not that expensive. It's like $6.50 a gallon. Um, it's twice as strong as your regular Clorox for your washing machine. So buy this instead because you're going to go through a lot of it and it's a lot cheaper. Another thing you may need is muriatic acid. I haven't used very much, but it does the trick for. I believe it's used for bringing the pH level or the hardness up or down. I don't really know. I haven't used that much. And then another chemical that you're going to use is the stabilizer and conditioner. This this you tells you to put it in. You put it in an old sock and float it around about a nice handful of it and let it dissolve slowly. Without this, your chlorine will dissipate quickly in the sun. So get you some stabilizer. I don't know. They should sell all these chemicals with the pools. They should have a starter pack. Another thing you're going to need in this area, we need pH up. Last week I messed up. I got in the water one afternoon, and I sat in there about 20 minutes. I got out, and my feet and my skin was all tingling, and it's because the water was too acidic. So, and then another thing it did, it aggravated my knee. My knee ached for about 2 or 3 days. Um, I'm not sure that's what happened, but I did a little research, and it can aggravate a joint in your body by being too acidic. So you want to make sure to test and make sure your water has the proper pH so you don't get itchy skin. You're also going to need some shock. You're supposed to shock it once a week. Now this pool is about 1,000 gallons, 1,200 gallons. So this bag does 13,000 gallons. So I just sprinkle a little bit in. And the other bag I have is the alkalinity increaser to make it more alkaline. You can also use, let's see, sodium carbonate is baking soda. That also works on your pH. And then you're going to want a couple of these extra filters that don't come with your pool. You can rinse these out, but you got to switch one out to put it in with the other one. So, all being said, the pool was 160 bucks, um, and it came with a filter um, attachment, and that's about it. So we put it together and had the filter on, and I did order a couple days later the vacuum kit that doesn't come with it. The hose adapter that hooks up to your uh, it hooks up to your filter, and it uses that filter to suck the sediment off the floor of the swimming pool. Otherwise, when you get in there, it gets all cloudy. 330 gallons per hour is what it does. So that is the bare minimum that comes with this. So naturally, this morning I got on Amazon and I upgraded to a 15,000 gallon per hour so that I can use my vacuum kit. So all being said, remember, when you buy a swimming pool, that's not all. To be able to use the pool, you're going to have the chemicals and the cleaning kit and everything else. So if you're looking to buy a small pool, and it's really important with the smaller pools to have all the chemicals just right, because the amount of water that's in there, it needs to be treated, but it's not enough to be able to maintain once people get in and out, and like it rains overnight, or it just changes too quickly. You have to take these test strips and test before you get in and make sure everything's good. Especially if you're putting your kids in getting the kids in the pool and everything. You know, with their skin burning and their eyes burning, you got to take care of everything you need to take care of. So you're gonna become a little bit of a chemist. Now here's a little tip you can take and get the test strips. You can take a picture of that test strip and put the photo in Chat GPT, and it will guide you along. You put in the measurement of your pool, it'll figure out how many gallons it is. Then you can add the chlorine and everything else, and you can't add it all at once. You got to add a little bit and then do another thing in 30 more minutes or whatever. You got to stir it around, not add all your different chemicals at once. Stick to one thing at a time. So, in in uh, in the grand scheme of things, you're not spending $160 for a pool. You're spending $400 by the time you buy your chemicals, pay for your water, pay for your upgrade stuff that you're getting. And I would definitely not buy a swimming pool that has less than an 800 gallon per hour filter. This one was basically useless. It barely does just enough. And personally, they shouldn't be selling it with this small of a pump. I would have gladly paid $20 or $30 more for a bigger pump, but I didn't know what I was looking at. I just bought the pool. And having had the pool for a couple weeks now, I would have preferred that it came with a larger pump. Now maybe they've got it figured out, because yeah, I went ahead and bought the same brand, so they're making more money. But in the long run, this pool should last several years. And with what I'm learning this year, I shouldn't have to buy too much next year. So that being said, I'll put the description of the pool and what I got off Amazon, these chemicals, all in the bio or in the description, and you can hit the link through there and help the channel out. But please do not buy a pool with a smaller than 800 gallon per hour filter, because you will need to upgrade. These little ones come with 330 gallons per hour, and it's just not enough. You're not going to like the effects. It's going to make it to where you can't vacuum the pool out and clean it, and it's just not going to filter. These little filters clog up pretty easy, so you've got to swap them out. You can rinse them out, dry them out, and reuse them, because a lot of the stuff does wash out, and but you're definitely going to want a bigger, bigger filter pump for your pool, even at 1,000 gallons, 8 foot by 33 inches deep. The ten foot one, I don't know what it comes with, but we got this one just because I wanted it to sit in the driveway on the concrete and not be and have room to walk around and everything. Still got to be able to get cars up here to the garage if I need to work on them or anything. Just a pool for us to get in, dip down, cool down in the summertime and after a day of work and everything. So my advice to you is check that fuel that pump for the pool that comes with it. If it says 330 gallons, find a different pool that comes with a bigger pump, or find a way to upgrade it, because you're going to end up being upgrading it anyways. If you want to vacuum out your pool and get the stuff off the bottom, it's just going to be frustrating. You're not going to like it. And then you're also going to spend about easily $150 on pool chemicals as soon as you get it filled up, trying to get the pool to where you can swim in it. Unless you just happen to live in a great city that has a good water coming through the house. We do not. It has to be treated. We have water filters in our house, on our shower. If in order to be able to even shower in it or drink it, we have to filter it pretty good. So that's just part of life here in this town, and your town is probably a lot like ours. So expect that you're going to be using a lot of chemicals just to make this pool usable, so you don't burn your skin. Thanks again. If you like this information, subscribe and like and comment if you have one of these pools and what you've found out, and help other people out. Thanks.